Hi students, this is Dr. Carla Piper, and I want to walk you through the new screens on LiveText, and I'm going to focus on the EDUU 551 technology portfolio. When you first open, you'll open to a dashboard, and you'll see that the portfolio is here, and there's a button that says Begin Assessment. Well, we'll do that when we have a portfolio that's ready to share. So the portfolio lives as a LiveText document within your account. So if you click on LiveText Docs, you will see a few other documents, but what we're going to do is, under My Work, click on New and create a portfolio. We're going to choose Portfolio Templates from Brandman University. And you'll see there are many choices. In this case, I'm just demoing the 551. So I'm looking for the technology portfolio template. So I find it, I click on it. It appears on the right of the screen and I say, yes, that's the one I want. I create the document. I'll put my name on it as well since I want to differentiate between other portfolios. I'll say OK. And at this point, this document will live in my LiveText document account, my list. So here it opens up, and you'll notice that the menu is already on the left. And if you do click on the little pluses, you'll see that there are sections in each part of the portfolio. So let's start with the personal. You can go over here to this edit button and you will see an editor that's very much like a word processor. You have all the control over fonts, alignment, colors, etc. You can also insert an image from your file manager or from your own computer. You can insert a link that's hot. You can also insert a YouTube video if you have one of your teaching. You can also actually insert a link to another LiveText document. So in the case of this technology portfolio, you may want to link this to your exit portfolio when you finish that as you work on the credential. You'll get rid of all this extra instruction and you'll type your own personal introduction. You will also may want to insert a picture, and so you can put your cursor where you want it and locate the image. And it either could be in your own file. I happen to have one in the file manager, or I can go and browse to upload a new file over to the right and choose my file from my computer. So I can go to my pictures and see if I have another picture that I can put in. And yes, I do. So I'll just load one of these and I'll go ahead and put this in as my image. And that way I have a photograph of myself. You usually are better off to have used a photo editor so you can make it nice and small, maybe like a thumbnail. In this case, that's fine. I can move it around, change it to the top, etc. I also can use the insert image option. In this case, I'll just show you that when you insert an image, you can go ahead, do the same thing, upload to the new file, locate it, choose your file from your computer, and you can actually choose an image that is a little different. And when you do this option on adding an image, it allows you to actually change the size right within the program, within LiveText, or change the alignment. So you have some options. You can give it a caption, you can change the alignment or the sizing, small, large, etc. You can place it in different places, so I can do it above the text, below the text, etc. So I'm just showing you two different ways that you can go ahead and insert an image. The other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add documents, add your work, add PowerPoints, add other kinds of things that will show your competence in different areas. In this case, we'll do the philosophy a little later in class, but I'll go to the resume and I'll just go to edit, and I'm going to look for a resume, or I could actually copy paste a resume in here. It wouldn't look as good, but if I'm going to attach a document, I'll roll on down here to insert files, file attachments. I'll go to edit, and I'm going to go over to the right and upload a file, and this time I'm going to go ahead and find a resume. by browsing, choosing the file, and this time I think I'll go to the 551 um, class because I think I have a mock-up resume inside there. And I'll scroll over and see if I have a resume that I can load. I believe I put an example here. I'm not finding it, but uh, I'll just go ahead and load up anything at this point. So if I wanted to load up a planning form instead of a resume, I'll go ahead and open that, and it'll load up, and it will appear then at the bottom. You'll see the size has to be limited to under 1 GB. So if you have to compress it, go to Handbrake or do something to make sure it stays under 1 GB. Once it appears, it's there, and I'll go ahead and save and finish. And then, pretending that was my resume, you'll see that my resume is appearing under my text box. And I do like to type something in my text box explaining what I've included. Then the last thing you're going to do the first time around is go to your resources. You're going to add resource links. So you go to Edit, and in this case, you're going to go to Add Personal Resource, and you're going to give it a name. And let's say I want it to be the California Department of Education Standards and Frameworks. And I can get the URL. In this case, I go here a lot, so I know what it is. And I can explain this is the site with all standards for California. And I can go ahead and make a description, a short description of it, so I remember why I included it. And if it actually is something that will help you in an assessment or meeting a standard, you'll do that. You don't need to do any of the rest. You can if you want. Then you save it. And now I would have added my resource, save and finish, and there it is, California Department of Education. So this is how you get started. When you get to the standards, of course, you're going to want to go to artifacts, and if you go to the first one, you're going to think of 2 different artifacts. You're going to give us a description of what they are. You're going to edit. You're going to go attach by coming on down to edit to attachments. You're going to upload your file. You're going to choose it from your computer, or if you choose to save it on your file manager, that's great. And you're going to go ahead and add artifacts. And when you do this, what you also want to do is you want to make sure you do a brief description of your artifact and why how it connects to the standard that you're looking at for technology and teaching. At this point, you are just continuing to work. You can also give it a style. If you like the Brandman style, it's very simple, but you can also click the Brandman, but you can also do a fancier style and insert that style. So you have a little logo, but you can do any kind of style and you can change it at any time. So you can do something kind of simple or get fancy, whatever you would like to do. But basically, that's the way you're going to work on your portfolio. And you're just going to continue to work on it. And at any time, you can make a copy of that. And you can copy it with a different name in case you want to do a backup or in case you think, well, I kind of like this, but I want to try a different style. At that point, at the end of the course, or actually at the end of the first week, you're going to submit the first section, the personal section. But when you're ready to submit it, you come to the courses and or the dashboard, the dashboard, and you're going to begin your assessment. You click on begin your assessment. You're going to look for your LiveText portfolio document. You're going to go first of all to attach. And you're going to take a look at this top menu. Is it a LiveText document? Yes. You can attach something from the file manager. You can also upload something from your computer, which is how you would do traditional assignments, signature assignments. But in this case, I am uploading a LiveText document. I'm clicking on the little box next to it, and I'm going to attach it. And now the instructor is going to be able to see. I can make some comments if I like. I'm going to submit it. I'm going to say, yes, I'm sure. And now it will be sent to my instructor, who will be able to grade it. And it will now be saying, for my instructor, it'll say awaiting assessment. And then once it's assessed, it'll be assessment published, and you can view assessment. And that's basically how you get started. Thank you.